Hey everyone, this is Sean Cargill from Violent Gamer, and I am doing a preview of Gnomoria. It is a Dwarf Fortress type of simulation game that just came out in alpha. Didn't actually just come out, but it was just released for the first time with a demo, and if you pre-order it, you're going to get immediate access to every available build, much like a lot of indie games do, and it is only made by one person at Robotronic Games. What you're seeing right now in the game is the valley that my gnome started in. Each time you start a game, you can pick a different size of maps. You can have really big maps, or medium-sized map, which is about the size of this one. And the maps are filled with trees, mountains, different levels, as you can see right there. And there's fruit trees that you can forage from. There's some cotton plants I'm going over right there. And this map is pretty big, but it's not huge. It's pretty manageable, but you can do a lot bigger than this. And right there in the valley, I have a bunch of farms, and you generally need those to keep everyone alive. And thankfully, it's pretty easy just to start planting farms all over the place right in the beginning. And there's also a pasture of yaks up there, which you can use to milk, or you can slaughter them and turn them into sausages. Yeah. You place stockpiles, which you can see up there on the right, and workshops. And there's a ton of different workshops in the game, all for various uses, like weaponsmith, armorsmith, stone carver, woodcrafter, gem crafter. And you can assign each of your gnomes a different profession. And you can also customize each of the professions to do specific things. So if you want to have a blacksmith that does some other profession as well, or doesn't help in normal building or hauling of resources, then you can do that. So unlike some other people I've seen, I decided to go further and further underground. And I started building my main base one level underground. And this is all from early on in one of my games. And right here, even though it's really small on the screen, it's showing the events log. And it was the first combat where a goblin came and attacked my people. And it shows in depth the combat. So it goes through dodges, blocks, and it goes through each one specifically, and it kind of has a Dwarf Fortress style of depth with that, where it'll say how someone kicked someone and broke their ribs, and they fell to the ground, and then they got back up and kept fighting. And unfortunately, there's blood being tracked all over my fortress or my base, because I don't have any bandages yet. You have to have a tailor to make bandages, which I'm trying to make, but no one has built the workshop for it yet, probably because I don't have the right resources. And that's one of the few things I don't like about the game so far, is that you can't figure out if a workshop is missing resources, and that's why people aren't building it yet. A lot of times you can have a bunch of workshops sitting around waiting to get built, but you can't really tell why they're not being built. And this is a later game where I tried to build some walls around my entrance, except I couldn't effectively do it because I made my entrance right at the base of the mountain. So I can't actually like block it off or anything. And I have a couple military squads at this point. And you can look at your kingdom's worth, and your worth attracts new gnomes based on that, and other stuff. But your worth also attracts more enemies. So the more worth your kingdom has, the more goblins come, or the stronger goblins. And there's also golems right now too. And there's kind of a lot to the game. You can take out the floors and replace the floors, and it'll make a room worth more. You can replace the walls and make it into decorated stone, which is kind of what I'm doing right here. And there's a lot to do in the game. If you like Dwarf Fortress, you'll really like this game. If you like towns, you still might like this game. I actually like the AI personally better than towns. They seem more industrious, and they're always trying to get things done, and they're really good at stockpiling things. And they also don't starve to death. That's a good thing. But this is the second build of the game, of the alpha build. It has been out a very short time, and if you want to check it out, look at the links below in the info of the YouTube page. And thanks for watching.